Sonia here with Jump First. We're gonna bring this one really quick. Happy Saturday to you, okay? I'm gonna go get a workout in a second, but let me put this here. Underpriced question mark is today's topic. If you don't know what I do here, I talk all things premium courses, whether they be online or face to face. How to take your knowledge, your wisdom, your life experiences, package those things into the format of courses so that you can get your message out to the world. Because you are not supposed to stay local, you're supposed to be global. Okay, so let's get into it really quickly. Pricing is a part of your strategy, all right, especially for your courses. And this is specifically for my high performers, my high achievers, because when it comes to pricing, we again come from these, and let me not say again, but if you are not new here, then you know that I talk about this a lot. If you are new here, a lot of times high performers, high achievers come from backgrounds of service, right? And that's been my experience growing up in church, nonprofits, always wanting to help. And there is nothing wrong with that. But let me tell you something. You can charge premium prices and still help. You can charge premium prices and still serve, okay? Your pricing is a part of your strategy. It's a part of your marketing strategy. It is indicative of the types of clients you are going to attract, okay? And how much work you're going to have to do inside of your programs. I'm going to just put that there real quick and I'll explain it in a second. Hey, Clonette, great morning. Good to see my mentees on. It's always good to see you on. I appreciate you showing up and showing out. All right. And so here's what I mean by that. Your pricing is indicative of the type of clients that you are going to attract and the amount of work that you are going to have to put in. Very early on in this business, I started out and I wasn't charging my worth. I wasn't charging premium prices, right? Premium is different today in 2025 heading into 2026 than it was in 2018. But I went through all of that and I figured out premium pricing is where I like to be. It is amazing over here. I attract the people that I really want to work with, people who take responsibility for and accountability for their own success, their own goals, all of those things. And I talked about this yesterday, how they want to be in the gym, okay? Like they are there. And so once people have made that decision to be in the gym, then I can help them, right? Instead of convincing. And what I found when I wasn't charging my worth, when I wasn't charging premium prices, is I was always having to convince people that they should do something, right? Or that this was the right method or this was the right strategy. And it's like, even people who had hired me as their mentor, I still had to convince them that the strategy that I was teaching was the right one, it was just too much. And that's what I mean by the prices that you charge are also indicative of the amount of work that you're going to have to do. So keep that in mind, especially my high performers. It also reminds me of one of my mentees, Atiba, who recently told me that just this past, a couple of months ago, we had a chance to connect. And I'll end up posting her testimonial and her story as well. So Atiba, if you're watching, hello, sending you much love. She told me that even though she heard my story about how I had enrolled the wrong clients, how I was undercharging, underpricing for a while, she still decided to try it, right? And this happens more often than a lot of people care to admit. Again, I'm here to tell you I went through it so that you don't have to. But Atiba tells me that she tried it anyway, right? And she's like, and I knew, I could hear you in my mind saying, why, don't do that, don't do that. And so she talks about how her journey from that point, she started charging premium prices, right? And it's just so much easier. It feels so much better. So a lot of times you're not tired. It's not that you are losing your vision for your business or your ideas or what it is that you want to do. It's not that you're losing momentum necessarily. It's that you're underpriced. And the moment that you start to raise your prices, you feel more confident about your offer. You feel more confident about the people that you're attracting, and you feel more confident about the work that you're doing. I often say, like, the way that I measure my success is not in terms of likes, it's not in terms of necessarily viewership, if you will. And it's not in terms of how much money I make. The money is nice, right? Likes make you feel good. But I really measure my success based on how many lives I've been able to impact, how many lives I have been able to change through my work, through my obedience to my vision, my purpose, the one that God has given me. And so that's very, very important to me. And I want to pass that on to you. And I hope it inspires you forward. Like, just be obedient, right? And when you do that, because it's hard sometimes, because it is contrary to what society will tell you to do. It is often contrary to what most mentors and coaches will tell you to do. And that's unfortunate, right? And that's why I like to be extremely transparent and bring these kinds of episodes and these kinds of gems to the forefront, because not a lot of people are talking about them and being transparent about their experiences. Now, transparency and authenticity, pro tip for your courses, doesn't mean you have to tell everything, all right? But it does mean that you need to show up authentically as yourself and be for real and help the people, you know? And so that's what's most important to me, is that through my story, I am obedient, and I'm showing up in the way that God would have me to show up so that I can live out my purpose and impact the people that I'm supposed to make. And so I want you to do the same. All right. Don't sit on your gifts. Don't sit on, again, what God is leading you to. Get it out. And this is the whole point of premium pricing as well, because so many people told me don't start there, start low, and build up. And I decided to, contrary to what the world would tell me to do, what mentors and coaches told me to do at the time, I decided to craft my own path because I knew what I was being called to. And it has been so much easier to operate my business from a space of obedience than me trying to go against what the intuition was, what I heard from God. And so just follow the path. That's all I want to bring today. I love y'all so much. I hope this inspires you forward. If you feel like you're called to premium pricing and helping clients and students at higher levels, or you're just tired and feeling burnt out a little bit by your business and you think that pricing may be the answer, or packaging your story into the format of premium courses, luxury coaching and mentorship programs is something that you're interested in, check out jumpfirstacademy.org. I walk you through every step of my teach it method. This is the same method that I teach in my higher level programs, and we go deep. Okay, so check out the free training. Is less than 30 minutes, so to show you exactly what we do at each step. No fluff. Plus, you'll see client testimonials and case studies that will really help you start to connect the concepts to how this is actually done. And you'll have resources to help you implement along the way as well. Again, jumpfirstacademy.org to get started. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like button, and bell notification so you know when new episodes like this drop and we can hang out live. I love y'all. I'm glad that I got to pop on the weekend. All right. I'll catch y'all back here tomorrow. Bye, y'all.